I want to share the 10 daily habits that changed my body after 40. And I'm calling this GLP friendly because whether or not you're on medication or not, these are habits that protect your muscle, support your hormones, and actually produce results when generic fitness advice has stopped working for you. Some of these will surprise you, none of them are extreme. And I promise, by the end of this video, you're going to walk away knowing exactly what you need to change first. These aren't habits I found in a magazine. These are the habits I've seen work consistently in women over 40, corporate professionals, executive women with real lives, and real schedules, who finally started seeing results after years of doing all the right things with great discipline. Let's go through all 10. Habit 1, strength training, 3 times per week. If you only do one thing on this list, make this the one. After 40, you're naturally losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It is what burns calories at rest. It protects your bones and keeps you physically capable for the next 30 years. On GLP-1 medications specifically, strength training is the difference between losing fat and losing yourself. Studies show up to 40% of weight loss on GLP-1s can be muscle if you're not actively fighting for it. 3 sessions a week is the minimum effective dose. Not 5, not every day, but 3. Pick 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever works, and do 20 to 30 minutes of full body compound work. Push, pull, squat, hinge, core, that's it. You don't need a complicated program. You need to show up consistently and make your body feel like it needs to hold on to that muscle. 3 sessions a week, 25 minutes. This is non-negotiable after 40. Habit 2, protein first at every meal. Most of the women I work with are eating about half of the protein they actually need. And it is the single biggest reason their body isn't changing. Protein is the raw material your body uses to build and maintain muscle. Without enough of it, strength training doesn't do its job. There's nothing to build on. Higher protein keeps you fuller longer, reduces cravings, and has the highest thermic effect of any macronutrient, meaning your body burns more calories just digesting it. For women over 40, the target is roughly 1 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. For most of you, that's somewhere between 100 and 140 grams daily, probably more than you're getting right now. On GLP-1s, this matters even more because the medication suppresses your appetite and you can easily go all day on 600 calories and very little protein. That's not fat loss, that's muscle loss. A simple rule is to decide your protein source first, then build the rest of your meal around it. Eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt as a snack, chicken, salmon, cottage cheese, protein shake, whatever you like, but protein comes first. Everything else fills in around it. You can't out-train a protein deficit. Protein first, every meal, every day. Habit number 3, hydration. Hydration is non-negotiable. This one sounds basic. I'm including it because women on GLP-1s are chronically underhydrated, and most don't realize it until they feel awful. GLP-1 medications suppress hunger, but they also blunt thirst. You genuinely don't feel like drinking, and low hydration tanks your energy, your digestion, your workout performance, and the ability to tell the difference between hunger and dehydration. Set a minimum. I use 2 large water bottles, 24 to 32 ounces each, one before noon and one before 6 p.m. Tie it to anchors you already do, like wake up, first meal, workout, or afternoon slump. You're not relying on thirst to remind you, you're building it into an existing routine. Hydration is boring. Fatigue and poor recovery are worse. Habit 4, daily movement, 10,000 steps. I want to separate this from your workouts. Your 3 strength sessions are not your daily movement. Daily movement is everything else, and it matters enormously, especially for women over 40. Low intensity daily movement keeps cortisol low. It improves insulin sensitivity and supports fat burning throughout the day without stressing the hormonal system. 10,000 steps sounds like a lot. It's roughly 4 to 5 miles or about 80 to 90 minutes of walking spread across your day. Don't try and hit 10K if you're currently averaging 3,000. That's a setup to quit. Find your current average and add 1,000 to 2,000 steps. Walking calls, standing desk breaks, parking further away, a 10-minute walk after dinner, these things stack up faster than you think. After meal walks are especially powerful. 10 minutes after eating reduces the blood sugar spikes meaningfully. 1 habit, 2 benefits. Your workouts and your movement are separate habits, and you do need both. Habit number 5, cardio for your heart and hormones. Notice I didn't say HIIT, I said cardio. There is a very specific reason for that. 150 minutes per week of moderate cardio is the evidence-based target for cardiovascular health, mood regulation, and metabolic protection, especially important as estrogen declines after 40. Moderate intensity, meaning zone 2, where you can hold a full conversation, keeps cortisol low and supports fat burning. High intensity spikes cortisol, and with declining estrogen as a buffer, that cortisol spike lingers longer and can actively drive belly fat storage. I have a whole video on this, which I'll link here. This isn't about burning calories. It's about protecting your cardiovascular system, supporting your hormones, and keeping your brain sharp. 2 to 3 cardio sessions per week, 20 to 30 minutes each, brisk walking, cycling, swimming, anything that gets your heart rate to about 60 to 70% max. If you can't hold a conversation, you're going too hard. Put this in your calendar like a meeting. It is one. 150 minutes a week, zone 2 intensity. Your heart and hormones will thank you. Habit 6, mobility work. This is the habit most women skip and then wonder why everything hurts. Flexibility and joint mobility decline with age. Tight hips, stiff shoulders, and a locked up spine aren't inevitable. They're the result of sitting all day and not doing anything about it. For corporate women sitting in meetings and at our desks 8 to 10 hours a day, this is urgent. 5 to 10 minutes, hips, shoulders, and spine, right after your workout when everything is warm, or first thing in the morning if you feel like you're waking up and feel like a rusted hinge. It doesn't need to be a full yoga session. It just needs to happen most days. 5 minutes of mobility work a day will keep the doctor away. Habit number 7, a bedtime routine and magnesium glycinate. Sleeping is not a lifestyle choice. After 40, it is a fat loss strategy. Poor sleep is one of the strongest predictors of belly fat accumulation, stronger than diet in some studies. One bad night raises cortisol, tanks insulin sensitivity, drives cravings for high-carb foods, and impairs your muscle protein synthesis. Perimenopause already disrupts our sleep. A good bedtime routine is how you fight back. Magnesium glycinate specifically is well tolerated and absorbed. It's calming and helps many women over 40 fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. This is not melatonin. It doesn't knock you out. It helps your nervous system down-regulate. Always check with your doctor before starting a new supplement. Set a target bedtime and then work backwards 30 minutes. That's your wind-down window. Dim the screens, take magnesium if you're going to, do 5 minutes of light stretching or deep breathing. Keep the room cool and dark. The goal is to make sleep feel like something you're moving towards, not collapsing into. You cannot out-train, out-eat, and out-supplement bad sleep. Build the routine, protect the sleep. Habit 8, journaling every night. This is the habit that surprised me the most because it sounds soft and fluffy, but it really isn't. High-achieving women over 40 are carrying enormous cognitive and emotional load. Chronic stress elevates cortisol. Cortisol drives belly fat storage. Journaling has documented effects on reducing perceived stress and improving sleep quality, 2 things that directly affect your body composition. 5 minutes is all you need. 3 wins from today. Anything counts. Drinking your water, getting your steps in, choosing the salad at a client dinner. 1 challenge, honestly. 1 small action for tomorrow. That's the whole practice. You're not writing a novel. You're ending the day with intention instead of anxiety. Stress is a body composition issue. Journaling is one of the cheapest tools you have to manage it. Habit 9, recovery and deload. High-achieving women are the worst at this. Rest feels like failure, but it really isn't. It is where the results actually happen. Muscle isn't built during your workouts. It's built during recovery. Workouts create the stimulus. Sleep and rest create the adaptation. After 40, your recovery capacity is lower and your injury risk is higher. More is not more. More is how you end up off your feet for 6 weeks doing nothing. Keep 1 to 2 true rest days per week. Not light cardio days where you secretly do a tough workout because you feel guilty, but true rest. And every 4th week, dial it back intentionally. Reduce your training volume by 25 to 50% for a week. Your nervous system needs to be reset. Rest is not the opposite of results. It's part of the process. And habit number 10, muscle first mindset on GLP-1s. This last one is the mindset shift that ties everything together, and it's especially critical if you are on a GLP-1 medication. When you're on Ozempic, Wegovy, or any other GLP-1, the medication is suppressing your appetite significantly. That's the whole point of it. But if you're not actively protecting your muscle during that deficit, research shows 25 to 40% of the weight you lose can come from lean mass, not fat. That means that you could lose 30 pounds and destroy your metabolism in the process. Lower muscle means slower metabolism, which means harder to maintain the loss long term, which means a higher likelihood of rebound. The muscle first mindset is a filter. Before you make any decision, skipping a meal, cutting calories further, skipping a workout because you are tired, ask this one question: does this protect or drain my muscle? Your non-negotiables every single day should be: did I get my protein? Did I move? Did I sleep? If you're on a GLP-1, these 3 things are your scorecard. More important than the number on the scale. The scale is already going down. That part is working. The question is, what is going down? Muscle first thinking is how you make sure it's fat. GLP-1s are a powerful tool. Muscle first habits are what make them work for you instead of against you. I put together a free GLP-1 Strong Start checklist, which is everything you need to protect your muscle while you're on medication. I'll link it in the description. Grab it after this video. So there they are, 10 daily habits that support your body after 40. And notice, none of them require you to train twice a day, eat nothing, or become a different person. These are habits built for a real life, a demanding career, a full schedule, real food, real constraints. The women I've seen transform their bodies after 40 didn't do it by being extreme. They did it by being consistent with the right things. And please make sure you grab my free GLP-1 Strong Smart checklist. It's linked in the description. Everything you need to protect your muscle while on medication is all in one place. Now, if you want to understand why a lot of what you've been doing hasn't been working, and specifically why HIIT might be making things worse after 40, watch this video next. And if this is your first time here, this is what I do. Fitness for women over 40 who have demanding careers and real lives. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you every Tuesday and Saturday. One question before you go. Which of these 10 habits is your biggest gap right now? Drop it in the comments. I'll read every single one.